Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Champion Eric Bam Bam Brown.
Champion Hot. What it do, baby? What it do?
Champion Hot.
Pride got reason if they want to
Champion
go.
Hot. Champion Hot.
I'm gonna feed them if you're coming
What's
for
going on,
me.
Champion Hot?
I'm ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head. I'm seeing. Take me for granted, and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood, and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart, or I could go heal them. Don't believe.
All right, thank you. Welcome to another episode of Cooking's Champ. Okay, what we're doing tonight is we're gonna do a meatloaf with mashed potatoes and broccoli. We're actually gonna have we're gonna make the meatloaf with the turkey and beef blend. All right, and it's real easy, real quick. Show you how to do that here in a second. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get our potatoes. They're already cut up. Okay, we're gonna get them in on the stove. All right, and get those to boiling because this is gonna actually take longer than anything else to prepare. All right, okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cut our onion. All right, so we're gonna use half of this onion. We don't need it all. So we're just gonna use half of it. Okay, we're gonna get this ready to go into our food processor. Okay, and the outer skin, just peel that off. Okay, and then go ahead put that in there. Same thing to our bell pepper. All right, and get everything blended together in our bowl here. I'll show you how to do that here in a second. We're gonna go ahead and add our egg. Okay, and our diced up onion. All right, and our diced up bell pepper as well. Okay. Alright, and our breadcrumbs, Cavender's seasoning. You want to get yourself some meatloaf seasoning, and you can get this in your seasoning now. You see it. You want to add that as well. Worcestershire sauce. Alright, we're also going to do a few pinches of sea salt. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and blend this up. Okay, you want your bowl big enough where you can get your mix together real good. Okay, then also what you want to do is you want to add your minced garlic. All right. Once you get this all mixed up real good, all right, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna take your meatloaf pan. All right, and you want to set that in there. We're doing a small one, almost like a personal one. If you're preparing it just for yourself and someone else, there's no need to make a big, huge meatloaf. So you can get small pans like that, and it'll be just fine. All right, so we're gonna pack it up here in a second. Be right back. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and prepare our meatloaf to go in the oven. So we're gonna go ahead and preheat our stove to 350 and turn it up accordingly. All right, we've got our potatoes boiling. They're just about done. Okay, we're gonna show you how to cut the broccoli crowns to get those to steaming. All right, so what we're gonna do is go ahead and get our meatloaf ready. So you know, get your pan. Make sure you spray your pan first, okay? Before you put your meatloaf in there, okay? That way you don't get any sticking. All right, some meatloaf here. I'll go ahead and get it in here. All right. Okay, notice how I molded it in the bowl already so that won't have to do much. There we go. So now all we want to do is just get it in our pan. Okay. And just shape it. Now you want to add a little crevice here. Okay. See how I'm shaping that up? Alright. I'm gonna add that there like that. Just make it with your fingers. Alright, and we're ready to go. Okay, and that's gonna go in the oven. Alright, and it'll be ready in about 40 minutes. Alright, okay, so first thing we want to do, we want to cut that stock off. Okay. All right, and what we'll do is go ahead and separate the crowns. There we go. All right, and just start separating the crowns. These are gonna go steamer. We want to get them in here in our bowl so we can wash them off. You always want to wash your vegetables off very thoroughly. We're going to get these in our bowl. We're going to wash them off and put them in our steamer. Okay, all right, so our potatoes are done. All right, notice the top is vented, okay, so we can drain it. All right, notice how the pot is made with the pour spout. All right, this top is hot. This is why I have my mitts on. I'm holding my top because it's not a locking top. Okay, you just drain it. All right. All right. Okay, so now our potatoes are ready to be mixed. All right, so we've got 4 tablespoons butter. Okay, I'm going to use a half tablespoon of sea salt. Okay, half a tablespoon of pepper. Alright, and parsley is for our color. Okay, now we're gonna add milk. Now I use almond milk. It's just better for you. We are the only species that drink another species milk. Not healthy for you at all. But I know everyone doesn't drink almond milk, but that's what I use. So we're gonna go ahead and get this ready right in here. Okay, and I don't take my potatoes out of the pot. I go ahead and mix them right in the pot. Okay, now I will add my almond milk. Okay, accordingly, and I'm gonna whip this up. Okay, and you're gonna see, you won't even see any lumps at all. Okay. All right. See how smooth that is? All right. Okay, so I'm gonna get back and check on the meatloaf, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make our tomato sauce topping that's gonna go on our meatloaf. I'll show you that here in a second. So what we're gonna do is we want to take it out, be sure it's done. I don't have a thermometer, so you had a thermometer, it would be 162. So what I do, I take a knife and I cut it right down the middle. Okay, and if it bleeds, then I let it cook a little bit longer. Yeah, we're getting a little bit, so I'm gonna let it cook about another 20 minutes. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get our tomato sauce. We're gonna top our meatloaf with that. So we're gonna add our brown sugar. Okay, and we're gonna add our honey. And that's gonna give us a nice sweet tangy sauce. Okay, when our meatloaf is done, we're gonna top it with this, and then we're gonna put it back in the oven for about 15 minutes. All right, so our meatloaf is definitely done. What I do is I try to get the leanest meat that I can find. Okay, you wouldn't normally get this with just turkey, but since I did a combination of beef and turkey, so that beef was 93% lean, but you're still gonna get some of this oil. So what you want to do is to drain this excess grease from your meatloaf. There you go. Now what I did is to give this a little more consistency, because using that tomato sauce, it was just too soupy. I needed to fix that, so I added 4 ounces of tomato paste. So when you're making this, instead of using the sauce, use the paste so that your consistency remains, so that you can spread it and it won't be soupy. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go ahead and spread this. Back in the oven for 15 minutes. All right, there we go, and we are done. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put everything together and get ready for the taste test. All right, and we're done. Okay, we've got our meatloaf, our steamed broccoli, and our mashed potatoes. All right, let's get ready for the taste test.
Good.
Right.
Potatoes delicious.
All right.
With a tangy taste.
That sweet and tangy taste of the meatloaf.
Yes.
All right. All right. And that's what we have it for this week. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Cooking with the Champ. I need you to do me a favor, subscribe, like, and share the video, and I'll see you next week.